Hey, Key in this Key Creator Studio, Master Drawing Japan. Let's make a point to draw every day. All right, so today we're gonna draw the head, okay? And I have an assistant here, okay? And I'll be referring to this a little bit as we go along. So when we draw the head, okay, one of the biggest things I think that people have difficulty with is like when they try to um, draw like the head of an individual, they try to draw like the face, right? Or like the features of the face, which is like maybe like the shape of the eyes, the shape of the lips and things like that. And then it ends up like looking flat. And they don't take into account like the various planes, the many, many planes that exist in the head, okay? I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but I will say this: I highly recommend that you guys get a skull model for yourself. There are a lot of applications on that you can download, and you can have like kind of like a 3D um, uh, skeleton, a whole skeleton. However, nothing really replaced like actually like having it in front of you. I mean, yeah, I mean, technology is great, but it's good to be able to like to touch and to connect and actually to feel, to feel how these planes are going, and that's another some of the dimension of information that's very, very helpful for you. Okay, so all right, so I'm just going to jump into it. Okay, so basically, look, when you guys when you draw the head, okay, well, how do you set up to draw the head? Now, there are a lot of ways we can do this. One way is kind of like drawing like this oval shape, and then drop in this like this triangular area down here, which would like be like the jaw. And of course, it's about like halfway like through the head here. Ears is pretty much like around that area here. Okay. Um, Eyes are always like in the center. Okay. Um, from the eyes to the chin, the nose is about halfway below that, and then from the bottom of the nose to the chin, like you have the mouth here. Okay. You have the eyebrow pretty much on top of that. Okay. And that's coming in. That again, like there's the nose, mouth, jaw. Okay. And then you have like the eye sockets. It's in here, sitting in like that. You don't want to forget um, you don't want to forget that you have like this forehead just going up and back like that, and eyes are sitting inside there like that. Okay. um, and eyebrows kind of like this. Okay. Ear measures about between the eyebrow and the nose area, roughly speaking. Okay. All right. Should put that out a little bit more. Now, in terms of like like the angles of the nose, um, it's going to differ dramatically depending on you know the um, the ethnicity of the person, um, the age of the person. Sometimes the nose can be up. Sometimes it's a little more pointing downwards. It might be a little more of a hook nose. Okay. The neck is always curved like this. Okay. It doesn't. It's not straight up and down like it's not perpendicular to the ground, you know, like a Pez head. It actually it fits into the rib cage here. So it's fitting into like to that hole in there. Okay. All right. All right. And that's roughly the head. Okay. For I guess maybe some young man we have here. Okay. Um. Now, I mean, you know, I'll give him a hairline. Okay. All right. So now this is like one way of drawing, drawing the head. One thing, you know, you really have to keep in mind that like you have some landmarks, you know, that you can use to keep yourself like centered, right? So, let me draw this like from like a 3/4. Okay. So you'll notice here, like where your temples are, right? Like this little hollow here, right? So this is a major point for like where the turning edge is, right? And that's like a major way, like landmark for laying for establishing like where the turning edge is on the head, right? So yeah, I'm going to do this from a 3/4. Okay, so it's middle, roughly in the middle. Okay, and there's right. So this is like where the temple would be, right? Then here you have like the cheekbone, right? You know, what you call like the zygomatic arch, right? And that actually is roughly about here, right? So if you have like these landmarks, you know, it's gonna help you to pretty much establish like where like the eye sockets are going to be, okay? Also, there's a nodule here. These little bumps here, like this is also important. This is actually you can feel it. These little bumps here, but that actually like fits in like over where your eye socket's actually meeting like with the bridge of your nose. Okay, so it's coming in like that. Okay, so the cool thing is you know, these landmarks can help you, you know, help make like whatever you're trying to draw like look a little bit more believable. Okay, and this goes back in there like that. So if you notice the this part of the mouth, this actually comes out, right? It's not much different from if you look at other animals, like animals, you know, they have, you know, their snout is coming out. I mean, like, you know, like dogs and cats and things like that. Theirs is more pronounced because, you know, they eat close to the ground, right? So, but this is a rather thing because this is protruding outwards actually, because you know, because yeah, I mean, over time, we, our this part of the mouth actually, does not come out as much as say like let's say like in I don't know, apes, or like monkeys and things like that, but we've been using what do you call it? Using our hands to bring food and the water to our mouth, so we don't, so it's not as pronounced anymore. Okay, and draw a line here like that. Okay, this comes out, This comes out. Okay. Plane here. Okay. In terms of the bridge of the nose, so this comes out. So you have like this architecture here. Right. So that's a hard, that's a hard architecture that we have there. Okay. And it goes in like this. Okay. All right. And then here's the, okay. Now, I'm not saying I'd like to draw a skull right now. I just want to understand like all these points, their existence, so that when I draw a person, right, it'll have a little bit more believability. Okay. Okay. All right. And again, you know, this architecture here in terms of like the bone where the temple is, and like the maxillary, you know, depending on the person, it's gonna be more pronounced or less pronounced, like depending on the person. Okay. All right. So so how do we translate this to like drawing a person? Okay. All right. So let's say I'm gonna draw. Let's see. I'll draw a female here. Okay. Okay. Also, like, you know, when you draw, try to keep it loose, okay, in the beginning. So even though I didn't draw it out exactly like I had here, you know, I did put like a little marker here for myself, so I'll know like where that turning edge is gonna be, right? Okay. Same rules apply. Eyes are in the middle. Nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin. Mouth is halfway between the bottom of the nose and the chin, like that. Okay. All right. So, like I said, now here we have the eye sockets here, right? So I want to, if I'm gonna draw the eyes, I want to draw an orb that's like sitting inside of that, okay? Not sitting on top of it, right? Like here, you know, it's like it's inside this cavity, okay? And it's a three-dimensional thing that's sitting inside there, okay? Okay. The mouth is actually, it's rounded, it's coming out. Okay. Chin. Ears roughly here. Again, as I said before, the neck is curved. Okay. I want this one to be female, so I don't want this neck to be too big. All right. Okay. So cheekbone is here, and then, okay, so on the cheekbone, you have like this muscle that's coming out and coming back in like this, right? It's fitting back in there like that. Okay. Eyebrows here. Okay. Forehead. Okay. So if this is, so this is the mouth. Again, I want this to be like a rounded form, or at least, I mean, I want it to be informed by a rounded form anyway. Okay. Okay. Chin. Okay. So the eyes, eyelids going over like that. Eyebrows going over like this. Okay. And I'll have her like looking off here, like this. Okay. And so cheekbones are here. That. Now, today's drawing is a little bit of like a little bit of a caricature. Okay, it's just for small disclaimer. Okay. Um, don't really have time like to do like a full rendering right now. But I just want you guys like to get like the basic the basic idea of like how to draw a head properly. Okay. Actually, I've already drawn the head, right? So right now I'm just putting in niceties like hair. Okay. And you notice, as I draw this hair, um, try to keep all the shapes. Try to draw this as like one big large shape. Don't make it more difficult for yourself by even though you might see what looks like individual hairs. Actually, I'm thinking this as like one big shape, actually. Okay. And I think that's pretty much it, actually. Okay. Oh, let me just do this just to make it, so I can unify this. No, it's a little bit too big. Make this a little bit more smaller, a little more feminine in a way. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I think you guys got the idea here. Okay. So so when I and even though this is like a caricature, this is just like a quick sketch of a head. And of course it's a cartoonish. It's like something you see like in comics or whatever. but I did take into account like all the things that I had mentioned here when I drawing a head. You know, um, the turning edge and the brow here, um, you know, where the cheekbones are, eyes are sitting in, are sitting inside this eye socket. Okay. All right. The lips, with the mouth actually, is coming out somewhat. It's coming out. All right. All right. I think I'm gonna stop here for now. Okay. I could do another one, but you know I'll save that for maybe I'll do a more rendered one in another video. Okay. Okay. I hope that's helpful. See you guys next time. All right. Bye.